So I think we got two recordings going. So check it out. Let's do it so we can see Finny. So Finn, what did you ask me to do?
Go to the computer and take a picture set off.
Yeah, like so you want me to. So earlier today, I was listening to an album in the car. We were going with Finn and our daughter Scout to go pick up his mom. She teaches about early morning ballet class at Brigham Young University in Provo. We live in Eagle Mountain, Utah. And let me open Photoshop. My brain.
We're gonna go to everybody in the burritos.
And so there's an album from what's it called? Oh, this is Steve Irwin's daughter. It's really cute. She has all these animals. It was on
And
the
who's
site.
that girl?
That is just a girl that is the just a picture that someone used this program to make. So Finn, anyways, in this album, there's this picture. It's from what is that? My goodness, my brain is not working when I'm trying to do too much at once. It's not Lonely Island. Is it Lonely Island? Oh my goodness, or is that?
The button is not working, Dad.
I know it's not working.
You were silly.
You know why it's not working?
Yeah.
Because
You aren't functioning.
I'm what?
You aren't functioning.
I'm not. I'm unfunctioning. This is
Yes.
true. My brain doesn't do very well. No, Lonely Island is not it. I thought that's the one with the Andy Samberg. So I have a playlist called Work Music, and we're listening to it in the car. And Finn always wants to see the album cover because it's on my phone, and he's sitting in the back, and he's always like, "Let me see the picture." And I know the name of this band. So, anyways, it's on Spotify, playing on my phone. We're in the car, we're driving, and Future Islands.
And a picture of a girl's head off.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Future Islands. So let's look up Future Islands.
Yeah, Future Islands.
Future Islands, which is this awesome band that my coworker Josh introduced me to. It's this album. So if I press play, see this here. She has no head. Actually, no feet either. And Finn's like, what's that about? Where's her head? And I said, oh, it's just pretend. They use something called Photoshop. By the way, I think the lead singer kind of looks like Russell Crowe. No matter.
Right. That's right there.
So that's right. Anyway, so Finn said, I want to see how that works. And so I said, how about I show you? And so what I do is I'll find a picture. In fact, we go to photos and we have family photos. This is a shoot from the fall, edited by, well, which ones do we have here? I want a picture of Finn. Those are all edited by me. Those must be the ones edited by your mom. Should we do one? So what, you want me to take my head off of this one?
Yeah.
Or do you want me to do one of you and take your head off?
Yeah, do mine.
Okay, let's find a picture of you. Which one? You tell me.
That one.
This one? Let's do... You want this one?
Yeah.
Or this one?
And
this one. Let's do this one.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this in Photoshop. I haven't really even thought this through how I'm going to go about actually doing this. I mean, I know how to do this kind of thing, but I didn't really think this through too much.
Yeah.
So let's make it so we can see the whole screen. Alright, you ready?
Mhm.
So,
I don't wait for you to take off my head.
you can't wait for me to take off your head?
Yes. How
Alright.
can you do that?
Well, that's what we're going to learn. So, what I do, first of all, I personally always like to duplicate the layer.
Yeah.
Because, you know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because then I have the original and I always have to compare. So, like if I took, I'd much rather do this with a paintbrush, by the way, not just the trackpad, but this is what we got. So if I like paint it on your face, right? And I said, what does it look like before I did that? See, now I can turn it off. Let's undo that. So, really, this is going to be pretty simple. I think I'll just take the pin. In fact, let's zoom in on your face. You ready? Do you want to see your, should we just have it so it comes off like, why don't we just have it like this? Like you had, well, this is so much harder without a mouse. So if you press the command key on the Mac, you can use the, I think it's direct select tool or whatever, the one that lets you, in fact, I want to actually be dragging this one. So let's say we do that. So now we have this nice curve on there, and then let's just, and this one is, let you, so if you do this one, actually it acts the same in this situation. So, I'm just gonna, so if I hit Option, it takes away that one, so it doesn't, because if I didn't do that, and I went like this, see how it curves? Like this? It like inherits the curve, and then it equalizes between them, and I'm using all the wrong terms. But if I hit Option, it'll take away the curve, so I can not have to deal with the curve. Here, I don't mind the curve, because it doesn't really fight against me. And this is all just real rough, right, Finn?
Okay.
What do you think about what I'm doing?
I like it. I don't wait for you. I don't wait to see what it's going to take on my head.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, huh?
Now you made it back.
Yeah, so now it's all connected, so really, I'm going to start with just, I'm going to take a sample of this color. And I think I'm just, instead of doing a separate layer of the fill color, I think I'm just going to fill it. No, that's not what I want. I actually have to, let's go back to the pen tool. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to make selection. And why don't we have a feather radius of like 5 pixels? And then I'm just going to fill it in with this color that I use the eyedrop tool, or hitting just I on the keyboard, is able to take this color, which now takes this, and Option Delete always does the foreground color between them. Command Delete will select the other color. So if I hit Option Delete, it will fill the selected area with that color. Now, if I undo that and I did Command Delete, it does white. See, it's doing the one that's in the foreground. It's background color versus set foreground color. Because if you click on it, it actually is going to make you change it, but it's not actually going to fill the selection. So I'm going to do Option Delete again. I'm going to hit Command D to deselect what I've done. This is, like I said, this is all very rough, okay, Finn?
Mm-hmm.
But let's just kind of use this tool to see if this kind of helps. This is, it's funny, I use these tools, I don't even know what they're called. This is the patch tool. So this basically takes and kind of does sampling of what's around with what you've selected and kind of like tries to blend it, which is not bad for something like this because it's just kind of like a very subtle gradient.
I'm getting tired.
You're getting tired? Replaces a selected area using a pattern or pixels from another part of the image. So kind of like what I was saying, but in a better way. So let's just keep doing this. Cha-chink. We'll just keep. Like I said, I'd be a lot smoother if I had a mouse. Do you feel like you're learning, Finn?
I'm learning.
So, is this fun or boring?
Fun.
Oh, good. This is good to hear. I'm not loving how this is turning out, but because you can kind of tell. This is all just quick and rough and dirty, but you can kind of tell that this has been photoshopped, right? Besides the fact that your head is missing, but you know, you can kind of work with it and try to smooth it out. It's looking pretty good. Let's say we go in closer and pretty much what I was planning on doing is maybe just doing the clone stamp tool. And what this one does, unlike the other one, is it exactly clones. You can always do the bracket, closing bracket key, or opening bracket key to make the brush bigger or smaller. So opening bracket, smaller. Closing bracket, bigger. I have no idea why it's doing that. It's very buggy looking, and then we remove it. So I don't know why it's doing that weird thing with the brush. But so I have to actually have this selected, hit Option to select what you want to clone, and see here, it shows me a sample of what it'll look like where I start. So if I go like this, and then I hit Shift, click, it'll go between them in a straight line between the 2 points. And if I want to make it smaller and just kind of...
And take off my feet too.
There's no feet in the picture.
Well, go to the way bottom. Then you know there's feet.
So I just wanted to kind of
take off my chin
fill
too.
it.
Take off my chin too.
Wait, and I'll go back to the patch
take off my chin too.
tool, and I'm going to take
off my chin.
Yeah, I'm going to. No, you're totally right. We want the chin gone, because then it will look more like your head's gone. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to make it seem like your neck ends right here. So, what do we got? Is your face there anymore?
No.
Besides the fact that this looks like a big circle that isn't blending super well. Oh, that looks a little better. And we're getting closer, right, Finn?
Yeah.
We're getting closer. We'll call this blended enough.
Are you gonna take my chin?
No.
Just
kidding. I'm going to.
How? It's not very easy.
Isn't that it's not very easy, but guess what?
Yeah.
Daddy's a genius.
You are a genius, Dad. I like you.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.
I love you more.
Love you more.
Love fest. Can you say, love fest?
What does that mean? Means I love you?
Yeah, but it means we love each other. So I just thought we'd kind of fill it in like this, using the similar tool, right?
Mm-hmm. It depends.
It depends on what?
Something like my chin, it doesn't come on.
And I'm just a huge fan, as you can tell, of this patch tool for quick and dirty. Just, I don't have to know how to make it blend sometimes. If I can just get that tool to do it for me. Look at that little blemish. Bye-bye, blemish. Ugh, that didn't blend super well. Let's do this again and move it up here. The problem is sometimes you really just kind of see that something's been manipulated, but then you just kind of try it again and just grab the spot that looks a little off and just cha-chink, and then it just kind of, you start to see that it starts to look right. You just really gotta just become one with the tool. You know what I really feel like is quite kind of wrong here? I think I want...
Can you go
I think I want to like do something like... Actually, I want to try something like this. I want it to seem like your neck is flat on the top.
You are very sorry, Dad. You want my neck to be flat?
Yeah.
Why?
Like it was just flat. You know what I mean?
Flat like a pancake?
Yeah.
Oh, is it flat?
Okay, what if we just went make selection, and I want more like 2 pixels. I don't want to be as, you know, soft on the edge. And then I tried to get a sample of your skin color. Option delete fills in that spot. I didn't quite. Oh, shoot. But maybe if I do my favorite tool, it'll actually kind of give it a blended filling edge. And then what I want to do is, because if you think about it, it's like this. It's like the it's brightest on the top. right? But it's not going to be perfectly one color.
Yeah, you like.
Mm, not loving that. But it's not like absolutely terrible, right?
Yeah, like.
Or is it terrible?
No, it's not.
It's not?
Yes.
So if I hit the S key, it gives me back the stamp tool.
Yeah,
Let's
the
say,
center.
you like the stamp tool?
I like it. It like makes different kind of shapes. I like.
Oh, that's. What if I did a little bit more like. And I'm going to say this again, Finn. I'm going to say this again and again. I kind of wish I had a mouse right now.
A mouse? What mouse? A mouse that close for your house?
Well, no, like a mouse, like a mouse in the house?
Yeah, no. Like a teeny little mouse. Like a mouse in the house, but what happened if you had a real mouse that was making cracks in your house? You would fall and die.
Making cracks in the house?
Yes. That's little teeny holes where they can climb in.
Oh, you know what would really make this better?
Hey, would you please take off my legs? Just go to the very bottom now.
No, there's no legs.
That's it.
You know, actually, the blending of behind your head is much better now that you can see that it's like the chin's gone and stuff for now.
No, please. No, do it.
No, I'm done. Like I did everything. I got the head off. I don't like the top of the neck. I'd like to like make better, more realistic shadowing and shading. But I think overall it looks like the light's coming from above right onto this flat headless surface. And there you are. And honestly, I feel like the background is blended pretty well. Like it doesn't look like there was once a head there. So I'm actually overall I'm pretty happy with it.
Would you take off my shirt?
Your shirt?
Yeah.
Nah, maybe next.
The shirt's on the picture.
Nah.
I have a lot of my shirt right now. Can you take off? Can you? I want to see the inside. I want to see my skin right here with my belly button and nipples. Can you take off my shirt like it is off?
Well, it's not like I can just pull off the shirt because it's a picture.
No, I mean,
I could try to make it look like the shirt's off, but that's a lot of work. And I think we did. Hey, you know what?
No,
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, that'll be our next project. Okay.
Please, this is the last project. Elder, can you take off my neck?
Your neck is off.
No, I mean the whole neck.
Well, okay,
that
what about
part.
this? I have an idea.
Part.
Tomorrow, what if, because this is kind of fun, so what if tomorrow we make it so that this is just like empty, or maybe your neck goes down further, or maybe we try to see how we can make it look like your shirt's off. That's a lot bigger order, but I think this is pretty cool for today.
Just one more stuff.
No, dude.
Just a teeny bit more.
No way, man. I love you. It's time for bed.